going on, everybody? It's PapaStones coming back with another video. So today it is Wednesday, and we all know it means Market Watch Wednesday for me. We're gonna jump right into this. This is my second time doing it because apparently my mic is not working, so I'm using my headphone mic. Feels bad, but let's move on. We're gonna jump right into it. We got boxes here. Obviously, these are gonna be top sellers. Brand new, right? We got Poe Dameron here as the top dog, 58 for the cheapest one. I'm not too surprised. I think I said that in the beginning. This and Crate Dragon are definitely the best legendaries from the set. Um, if you want to play at a competitive level, then I would pick those up. If you need them, I mean, if you're playing, unless you're playing aggro, you probably need both, to be honest. But you can technically swap out Poe for a cheaper option, but I don't think Red has a good sub for Crate Dragon personally. Yeah, pick these up. I feel like this is gonna stay high. I can't imagine this goes down at all unless Red is irrelevant, but I don't think it will be. We got Dark Saber. It's kind of where I expected to stay. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too bad though, honestly. And we got Kylo's Tie Silencer. I want to say people were kind of lower on this card. I saw it down a little bit at the beginning, but I think this card's good. Would I buy it for $30? Probably not. I'd probably just play a budget option. But at the same time, if you have them, it's worth keeping because it only gets better. It's a 3-2 ship with no downside, only upside. Like, I mean, the replacement is the 3-2 that you can pay for to steal it, right? Which isn't bad, but at the same time, this has no downside in it. Technically, if it gets discarded, you have an upside to it. Now, Maul kind of surprises me a bit. I feel like it's just low printing, to be honest. Maybe I'm tripping, but I think between me and my buddies, we opened like 9 boxes, and I think we total had 3 Maul. So maybe I'm tripping, but I feel like it's just low printed. But I don't know. It's a good card, but I don't think it's a $15 rare in my opinion. Considering Vader's on the decline and it's the better version of Maul, right? So who knows? Boba's staying at 50, not too surprising. I think double yellow's insane. Obviously, so does everyone else if they're picking up Bobas and Cunnings. Um, I think Cunning's probably the highest double aspect now, price wise, which is fair. I I need to pick up 2 Cunnings, but I don't want to. I I want to trade for them. Nobody's got them locally, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll bite the bullet at some point because if I want to be prepared for any bigger events, like I would like to play Boba Yellow. So we'll see. If you want to sell them to me or trade them to me, let me know down below. I'd appreciate it. Moving on though, we got Snoke. I think I totally skipped over Vader. Vader's down. It feels bad. I just think people aren't playing Green Villainy, but I don't know. 60 seems wild from where it was. But we got Snoke next. This card sucks. I mean, no, it's not bad. I'm lying. I just feel like it's underwhelming. Like you just could play Avenger and it costs you 1 more and it's better, right? Because I played Kira Green Saturday and I had 2 Snoke in it, 2 Avenger, and every time I had Snoke in hand, I was hoping it was an Avenger. Like I don't know. There was like one niche situation where it felt good, but other than that, it's kind of I don't think it does enough for what it is. Luke here at 40 though, I would definitely, if you're planning on playing heroism in any form of blue, I would grab these while they're still at 40, just because I think a lot of people are on the Ray hype train and things like that. So I think this card keeps going up. However, I could be wrong, but I think it's gonna catch back up into the 50 range at least. So I would grab these if you haven't already. Kylo, I'm surprised this is $20. I think that card's Total buns. I mean, I guess it's a 6-7 for six, so it's not bad stats, but I just don't think it's great. Wrecker at 7 or 8. That one's pretty solid. Um, Definitely one of the, I think, one of, if not the best rare in the set. It's just, it's too strong, really. A 6 costs 7-6 with Overwhelm, and it can clear a unit generally, or sometimes even clear leaders. Like, this card's really solid. Um, Grab these. If you don't, they'll stay here. If not, go up. But you got DJ. He's all right. Ray sucks. I think both of these cards are bad. Mando. Not surprised it's that cheap. I just feel like it's not that good of a card personally. Surprised Falcons are this low. They were like 40, but I don't know. Maybe people aren't on the yellow heroism right now because that's the only thing I could think of because this card's good. It was, I don't know why it would go down, but now's your time to buy them, I guess, if you want them. And Vigilance over there. Yeah, we already knew it's Vigilance. But moving on here. Oh, look, there's the Avenger and the Super Laser. They're kind of sitting where they've been forever now. Dryden Voss. I don't hate this card. I think it's got potential. Maybe not right now. Like the only thing I've really seen to do anything in it is like something like Java, just because it has an innate capture and you don't have to play capture cards. But other than that, it's kind of a meh thing. If some capture deck comes forward, this could see some love. I'm wondering like about Thrawn with capture and stuff. That would be kind of sweet. Um, who knows though? Speaking of Thrawn, the evacuates are 10. I think this card is like an immediate splash into Thrawn. I think this card is good as a whole too. Like the fact that it's like single color pseudo removal, right? Give everything back to the hand. Like I think this card's good for $10. I would pick him up. Second Chance, on the other hand, just feels like it doesn't really have a place currently. Just with all the upgrade removal, paying for no stats and hopefully a revive, doesn't feel great. K2's at 7-8. Yeah, nothing new there. Hotshot DL at $4. That's pretty solid. I think that card's crazy. It's in all the yellow decks, right? Even if it's not an aggro deck, being able to just smuggle out +2 attack surprise strike is usually pretty good. So, yeah, I like this card. Same with Triple Dark Raid, but I feel like this card's only this high because of the Grand Moff Spaceship Turbo deck that's floating around right now. Uh, excuse me. That was, I apologize for that. Um, yeah, I feel like because of the Grand Moff deck, I feel like it's got more possibilities than that. But with Grand Moff Yellow Spaceship Turbo flying around, this card's obviously going to be sort of inflated. Unless you're planning on playing that deck, I wouldn't pay $4 for it. Got Bazine here, side deck specialist. Good card, right? But we'll see if it stays. Rule with Respect is horrible. Uh, $5 is generous, I think. Command I saw over there. Devastator also went back up. I kind of breezed by that. But moving on here, we're kind of gonna try and crank this out a little bit quicker. Legendaries cost less than $10. Usually they're not very good. Case in point here, right? Which also I all right. Let me change that. If they cost less than $8.50, they're usually bad because I think Black One's cool. Um, I don't think it's doing anything right now, but I think it's got the possibility to. If there's some form of heroism mid-rangey deck, then Poe Dameron Black One will be like a sweet combo 90% of the times. But it'd have to be more mid-rangey than aggro, right? So who knows? Moving on though. Fallen Lightsaber at 350. Must be because people are trying to make Kylo work. I think that card does a lot of wonders for him considering his low health, and he's a force unit, so you get that extra benefit. Makes him an 8/7 if you got no other cards in hand. Like, I think that's probably why if I had to guess, but not positive. Don't hate it. Moving on though, Tech at 240 kind of surprises me. Like, I feel like this should be more in the 4-5 range, just because this makes any deck have an end game, right? Like, you don't have to run it, obviously. Like, if you're playing aggro, you probably don't want it. But if you're like playing a control mirror, or you're playing like pseudo control versus hard control, like this gives you extra cards when you're running out. Like, and if you've resourced stuff like early on, say you resource like a laser blast or something, you're way behind and you have a tech they don't deal with, you can laser blast. Sure, you're paying 10 for it, but it'll restabilize you. Like, this card can do so much. I just think it's too good not to be running at least side deck for any like control or mid deck that's heroism. But who knows? Maybe I'm overhyping it. Moving on here though. We're gonna try and see if we can find anything else here. Mace's F5 feels bad just because all the store championships, but it's not a bad card, right? Um, what else we got? Spark Rebellion at 350 kind of surprises me. I feel like hand removal got more support, so like unless people are scared of just Kylo Ren, why would the price go down? You know, like this card's still good, right? I don't know. I mean, it wasn't $9, but I always thought it was at least 5. Moving on. A lot of cheaper stuff. Traitorous and Seven Sisters still at $3. Don't hate that. What is this? $8 for a card from a structure deck? Like, just buy the structure deck at that point. Like, or get the weekly play promos for even cheaper. That's absurd. Who's selling these? Like, I can't believe that. Don't buy this. If you need these, buy these. Or buy the structure deck and get some extra stuff. Why not, right? If you'll buy them for $5, I think I might have one of the what's it's called weekly play. I actually don't know. That's kind of it's troll. I do have a lot of weekly play stuff though. Moving on here though. Let's get back into the business here. Oof, Lurking Tie Phantom at $6 for hyperspace. Oh, and right next to Triple Dark Wraith. I wonder what people are doing with these. Yeah, I don't know. Speaking of though, you got Regional Governor at $1.50. I feel like that's kind of criminally underrated because this card just got better in general. Like, there's certain hits you can get multiple of, not a lot, right? But it'll keep getting better. And the fact that like in regards to this, like imagine you play Regional Governor on turn one against the Grand Moff deck, and you call Lurking Tie Phantom, and they can't play it. So that's like their best card against control, right? Because they usually can't deal with it. So you just call it outright, then they have to play other spaceships. Excuse me. They play other spaceships, which don't feel as bad because you can remove other spaceships. So cards do good, honestly. $1.50. I don't buy it. Moving on here though. 50 cent rare. That feels bad. Card sucks, so I get it, but feels bad still. Hey, I have one of these. $20 for that. I'll take that. Nothing else looking too crazy so far. Bodhi Rook still $1. Feels bad. $7 for this. I gotta check this out and see if they're always in foil. They're not. Oh my gosh. I can't believe the foil one's $21. I have a foil one. That's why I'm saying it, I guess. Just because I feel like I've only seen someone else with a foil one of these. So if somebody's looking for a foil Django Fett, I'm in the market for Cunnings. Uh, moving on though. It's not looking like we're gonna find anything too crazy, so I might crank out this page. Maybe one more, get to 10, see what we can find. Hyperspace Sparks still expensive. What else do we got? Oh, that's hyperspace. I was about to say it's kind of expensive for long. Man, these went down so much. 750 for a top 8. That's obscene. There must be a lot floating around. Um, yeah, that's I think that's probably where we'll end up calling it. I got this in hyperspace too. Whew. Uh, yeah, I think that's probably good. Not a lot going on in these last few pages. Bunch of hyperspaces and random nonsense that's not worth much. So, yes, I think I'm gonna call it there. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the market watch. It's much appreciated. Drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Until next time, peace.